Shalom Aleichem, everyone. We're continuing here in Hachsek's learning of the Pele Yoetz. Today is day number 41. We are still in the chapter of Avelus, of mourning, and we're speaking about the mourning over the loss of the Beis Hamikdash and the like. We spoke about how much the Shechina itself is in tsar and anguish and pain, that there is no Beis Hamikdash, and therefore we have to join in with the anguish and the pain and the tsar of the Shechina to show that we feel the loss of not having, the Shechina doesn't have a home, and we feel bad for the Shechina that it has to suffer so badly that it doesn't have a place to call its own home, where to rest its Shechina completely here in this world. And from this you'll understand, Kama Rav Amar, You'll understand how terrible and bitter are the actions that some men and women do. They get together. Ta'aruvis, they mix together, men and women. To be able to have a social gathering of joy. They get together on Motzei Shabbos, Saturday night. Ubishar Leilos and other nights of the week because they have nothing else to do. Ubifrat Beleilos, especially in the wintertime when the nights are very long and you can accomplish a lot. And they increase their joy of foolishness and wasted moments of their life. They eat and they drink. And they play instruments and music, and they sing love songs, v'shirei goyim, and non-Jewish music, avodah zarah, and the like. Oy lahem, woe is to them. We're talking about woe to the Jewish people that do such a thing. Aleim, oy, what is going to be with them? Ki bli safik hasimcha lesuga yahafich lem. Certainly, their simcha is going to turn into pain. Whether in this world or the world to come, or maybe even both. If they don't put the heart to it to do tshuva and return and repent. Besides the many isurim, the many prohibitions that they transgress. They're sitting in company of letzim, of fools, of scoffers, and they're speaking profane words. And they're also singing these prohibited and forbidden songs. The ear that has heard such an inappropriate song, it should be uprooted. And it says further, a foolish son causes pain, anger to his father. And the rebellious one to the one who gave birth to it, which means these kind of children, they cause anguish and pain to their parents. And this is all about the people that the Pele Yoetz is speaking about, that don't take life seriously enough, and they don't understand that at a time when the Beis Hamikdash is lying in ruins and the Shechina has no place to go, we cannot be living it up and celebrating the way that unfortunately some of these people are. And he continues and he writes, Ki yoim HaKadosh Baruch Hu, Hashem says, Oy bani machzoim, woe, my cruel children. Kol barama nishma, the voice is heard above. Neimechit samrurim rachel mevaka banea, and Rachel Imenu, she's crying for her children. She's crying over her children that are lost in Galus and behaving and acting not like a Jew is supposed to behave and act. She's like a virgin that is wearing her sackcloth. Hashem above is roaring. From his upper, higher spiritual worlds, he gives forth his voice. He is roaring and he is wailing over the loss of his navehu, of his paradise, of his palace, which is the Beis Hamikdash. Even the angels of peace, they cry bitter tears. In the loftiest of heights, in the heavens above. Tzadikim v'chasidim, the righteous and the pious, u'Mashiach Zikenu, and even Mashiach himself, boichim u'misanim, they are crying and they are mourning over the loss of the Beis Hamikdash. All of this because the Beis Hamikdash was destroyed due to our many sins. We are sitting here at this moment and we're dancing around the bar, singing their foolish songs, having ta'aruvs, mixtures of men and women doing things that are inappropriate and the like. How could that be? A person that's just living it up with the social joys that he's having over here. The only reason that a Jew, at a time when there's no Beis Hamikdash and the Shechina is in pain, could live it up in a totally inappropriate way is because his heart must be evil and bad, and his eyes must be blind to the fact that there's no Beis Hamikdash and what it means that the Shechina is in Sar. Who is the one who's soft-hearted enough to be able to hear these words? If you understand what I'm saying, says the Pele Yoetz, take it upon yourself not to go to these parties anymore. Or these meals. You have to realize the more sad you are over the loss of the Beis Hamikdash, the greater are going to be the benefits. Rather, only rejoice in this world of the joy of a mitzvah, and then Klal Yisrael will rejoice with his maker, with the Rebbeinu Shalom. So we are here. We're not supposed to be depressed people, but we can't be totally out of our sorts of simcha, of singing, of bars and clubs and all the different things that go on, and drinking too much by a chasana and living it up and so on and so forth. When the Shechina is in Golis, in exile, and the Beis Hamikdash is not rebuilt, and Klal Yisrael is the far-flung corners of the world, we have to be more sensitive. We have to be understanding, and we can't live it up to the way that we want to live it up, because we have to be focused all of the time on this idea that as long as the Beis Hamikdash is not rebuilt and HaKadosh Baruch Hu himself doesn't have a place to go to call home, then we ourselves cannot get too comfortable in our homes either, and therefore we have to be able to withdraw and withhold from the indulgence of the opulent and decadent ways of our society, and not to sing the songs that are inappropriate and to act lewd in ways that we should not. And that's the chosim, yes Hashem. So then a person will be zoicher. They will merit, be'ez Hashem, that their eyes will be opened and they will see the real and the ultimate geula, b'mheira v'yameinu.